I think the problem is not upscaling a female workforce. We have a very skilled female workforce globally. The problem is getting representation of women once they're past university. Globally, in all developed nations, women are graduating at higher rates than men, and they are achieving at higher rates than men, but they are not achieving at the right representation in companies. There's 7 steps in our report, but the ones I'd like to highlight first would be that first you have to believe it. And I've heard a lot of people say they want to have diversity, but then you can tell that they don't believe it. So the first one I would say is you have to believe it. The second one is leadership has to own it. You cannot give it to human resources and delegate it to them. HR can help you achieve it, but they are not the people to lead it. The CEO needs to lead it. And then one of the ones that I found from years of experience is you have to flip the question. Many times you hear women, oh, they can't do that because they can't travel or the job requires this. I think you have to flip the question and say, why not? Why can't they do it? And the last one I'd like to highlight is that we really need to be explicit. Where do we want women and when do we want them? And we have to set the goals to make it happen. I think the first thing is you have to create a culture that starts to address the entrenched male culture, because many ways in which work is done at work is in a male model, and that doesn't work for women. So that'd be the first thing, but that's kind of easier said than done. So what I would say is a couple things to help women advance. The first thing is we should encourage women to take on profit and loss responsibility, because it's hard to move up if you don't have that. And the first generation of women in business usually went into HR and public relations, and I think we need to move more women into P&L. The second one I would say is we have to have career conversations. Our Right Management business did a global research and found that only 1 in 5 employees are having a career conversation. This has a disproportionate impact on women because women do not raise their hand and say, I'm ready for the job. So managers need to be having those conversations. And the last thing I would say is companies should start hiring for learnability, and learnability is the desire and ability to keep your skills up to date, to remain employable. And women have that in equal amounts as men. So if we focus on your ability to learn in this changing world of work, then women will have more representation.